Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And today in art, we are getting inspired by magic and fairy tales and mythology to create a setting that's a place where a story takes place, like Star Wars takes place in outer space, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles take place in New York City. And we're going to create a fairy tale location. And we're going to do that. We're going to create a castle today. And for this project, we are going to draw. So we're going to use our favorite drawing tools. And if you want, you can also add some scissors if you want to cut out your castle. Today it also might be helpful to use either a ruler or something else that helps you draw really straight lines, because castles have a lot of straight lines in them. First off, I recommend starting with a pencil so you can erase. And I have a ruler. They're really useful, but if you don't have one, you can do something like use something around your house that you can put your pencil against and draw straight lines. Very handy. You can also, what's nice about the ruler is that it does have measurement tools if you like using those to help you draw and measure things. Those come in all different shapes and sizes, of course. And I'm going to draw a simple one that looks like it maybe is from Ireland or something like that. So I'm going to draw a ground line. Then I'm going to add the middle area where people come in and out. And I'm going to erase a lot for this project. The middle area, and then that's the top, so it's like a square or a rectangle. Then I'm going to add the towers. And everyone can make a castle differently. Think about your favorite castles in movies and books and Candyland and computer games. Castles are everywhere, and they're really fun to draw and think about. You also got to think about who lives inside of the castle. So is it a spooky haunted castle, or a very beautiful castle that people would want to be inside of? Is the castle Princess Bubblegum's, or a haunted castle full of ghosts? You gotta think about the story behind the castle and how it looks. See, we've got long, skinny rectangles and triangles for the towers. And you get to design your castle however you want. If you were to do Rapunzel's castle, for example, you'd probably need a really long tower to tell that story. Next, we're going to do the pieces that kind of have that square zigzaggy line. And the way I like to do it is I actually draw two lines, and I'm going to do a lot of erasing. Oops, pencil's broken. There, now we have two lines. Then you can draw the lines that connect. And then you can erase, right? That's how I like to do it, but you can do it however makes sense to you. Because for some people this works, some people find it extra confusing. There's my top of my castle. And my castle is made out of stones. So I'm going to add a stone texture using rectangles. But first, I got to add a window. I got to add some doors that are open. Right there. I'm not sure who lives inside yet, but Maybe it'll come to me after I work on it some more. And I'm going to add 2 flags that I'll decorate later. I think I'm going to make a rainbow castle. And now I'm all ready to use my pencil to add the stone texture to make it look like it's made of stone. Here you can use your ruler or your straight edge to create some lines. And I am trying not to bump into the flags or the doorway. And I'm thinking about if I were to actually make this out of stone or Lego, how would it look? How would those stones fit together? If I were to build this out of building blocks, what would it look like? How would all those pieces come together? There you go. And of course I'm going to color this in later. I think I'm going to add some of those square tops to the towers too. And some windows. Okay, now my castle is all ready to color in. And I think I'm going to use a mix of markers and crayons, but you use whatever you have at your desk, right? Use what you got. All coloring tools are good. You can even do this with a pencil because a lot of castles are gray and made of stone, so you could color it in with a pencil if you wanted to make a gray stone castle. Let's get going. Ta-da! Here's my rainbow castle. And I think that the person who lives inside of my castle is a witch or a wizard, or maybe a bunch of witches and wizards that all their magic looks like rainbows and is very colorful. And the rainbow is because it's welcoming of everyone of every color and identity ever. And the people that live inside want to know it, and they want people in their neighborhood and in their community to smile every time they see it. So that is my rainbow castle. Now I'd love to see what kind of castle you create and who you think might live inside of your castle and how it looks to show that. You know, is it a haunted castle that's like 100 years old? Is it made of candy? Is it a castle that unicorns live inside of? I want to see what you can think of with the idea of a castle. Give it a try. I would love to see what you come up with. I can't believe it just started with pencil and now look at how bright and colorful it is. Bye. Have fun making art inspired by castles and magic and fairy tales. Bye.